December to play Mutant Football League 2, which is supposed to be coming out on Steam.
And it's 1st and 10. Offense says it's time to put the ref out of his misery.
So.
And it's 1st and 10. It's a jailbreak, and the defense jumps offside to kill the ref. Oh, crowd's loving it.
Tricky Dicky, I do not fear death. I guess we're taking a field goal out of this. Ed Hockaloogie, you can kill almost anybody on my watch, or my front lawn for that matter. But you can't kill refs, especially not. So let him go. I bribed the refs. This should work.
The 10. Touchdown. And he rumbles that one into the end zone. If you get one more
bingo.
Penalty, you get one more for free. You'll also probably
That's why you're smart. So we ended up with the same as 3 other teams. And how did we get the tiebreaker? I'm assuming it's just because we're cute. But everybody seems fumble.
See that coming, partner.
Yeah, now the grounds crew's gonna come out and pick him up. Him dying really kills the momentum. There should be a
So I have 2 more guys injured. Really? Well, at least the running back's dead now. You know what? I think it's time we use a dirty play ourselves.
Oh man, what a throw! And Sonic and he breaks free and has nothing but open field in front
That should have been a touchdown. Damn it.
I'm throwing on him. Hey! Oh man,
Aw, damn
that's
it.
For his day. Cover your eyes, kids.
Ah, damn it! I know I should have bet on the
I thought I could get it, but obviously not.
You can go toe to toe with me.
Happens out there in the field, second half, I'll still be blocking out tonight.
I'm gonna ruin your world. I'm gonna wreck it.
Than I did at the time. Unnecessary wrestler, 15-yard penalty. This uniform doesn't have my name, Johnny Cash pockets on it. And it's still bloody and warm and squishy. And I think there's an eye in the front pocket. Ew. He's only using a chainsaw to get in the end zone. Wow.
Hey, you see that move, baby? No, you didn't. You know why?
For you, I'd sue the company that made your pads until I failed to protect you from that chainsaw. Killed him. Didn't even get this run going. Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight. It is
Super kick!
Let go!
Let go!
Let go! Super kick party! Yeah, pay the money for that. Yes! This life is going great! Let's go!
She's healthy.
Let's go!
Is she healthy?
Yeah!
Apparently she's back.
Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Happy Halloween week for each and every one of you. And even for you, that one person we all know that, you hate Halloween and such, which I can understand it. Little kids running around in masks, trying to pretend they're you every day. I try and tell everybody for Halloween, I try to say that I am a homicidal maniac for Halloween. That way they're dressed up like everybody else. But all seriously, I hope everybody's doing well this week. I know I haven't been on the last couple days. Well, let's face it, the Blue Jays have been on the last couple days. So I've really taken a lot of time back from getting my work done this week just because of the World Series. Giving me a lot of vibes from 92 here. As you can see on our screen here down below, we will have an update of the Blue Jays game. I do have it on my side screen here right now as we go along as well. But yeah, we got a hell of a Dynamite tonight, and I was within a hair of trying to be trolly to a bunch of people. The actual title of the stream was going to be AEW Dynamite's going to be scarier than SmackDown's ratings. can't say I'm wrong. Well, let's just call a spade here. You can't exactly say I'm incorrect in that, can you? Because, well, let's face it. Those Friday night ratings are everybody's ratings are absolutely sucking right now. But yeah, been a little bit of crazy. We've got a lot of stuff coming in online here over the next few days, especially on the YouTube channel. We got earlier today I released the online MyGM playthrough from last week, so if anybody wants to catch up before we get into it tonight. Tonight after Dynamite, we are going to be featuring online MyGM with Chris Copleen of the Retro Hangover podcast, as well as Vic from the Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots podcast. Vic the Villain, awesome. PJC sends his regards once again, but I'll blame the government for that one, but I don't want to get into politics here tonight. And then, yeah, tomorrow, before we get online here with the latest 2 episodes of Dispatch, you guys can catch up on the first 2 tomorrow morning. Friday will be the solo run of MyGM, get you guys ready for Saturday. And then Sunday, we will have my Mutant Football League playoffs here on the YouTube channel, just to get you guys caught up how the Mutant Bowl went. And yeah, just like I said, I'm just got to get back into pumping out these videos because I'm a little bit behind. But once again, everybody, thank you for being here. Let's talk some wrestling here. Like, I got the card pulled up on my phone, of course, here. So we got Moxley O'Reilly, which is probably going to open the show. We got Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy versus the Death Riders in a trick-or-treat tornado tag. So basically a Halloween street fight. We get them every year. Seems to be tradition. Makes a hell of a lot of sense. We got Aminata and Hayter versus the Sisters of Sin in the opening round of the women's tag team tournament to crown the new champions. I like it. I like the matchup. These ladies know each other very well. And this seems to be the fight that matters the most right now. So I expect Tekla to get involved and possibly cost Aminata and Hayter the victory, just because those 2 feuds are somewhat in there. And then we got a couple matches that are basically setting up Full Gear and trying to get that into full gear, no pun intended. Well, all the pun intended. What the hell am I talking about? In pseudo, all 8 of these people were in the ring last week, but now we're going to have them on opposite teams. FTR versus the Bucks versus Jet Speed versus Jurassic Express in a 4-way to determine who takes on Brodito at Full Gear. As far as I'm concerned, give Bandito some time off. I know he's running some of the ROH matches, but, you know, 1 match a night for Bandito might be enough right now. Let the champs get a couple weeks here, get ready for a huge match here. And then on our I'm going to guess it's our main event tonight. Bobby Lashley, Ricochet, Samoa Joe, and Hook. Winner of that match gets Adam Page at Full Gear. Could this be the way that they set up a rematch for Samoa Joe to get into back-to-back pay-per-views against Adam Page? Could they really pull off the upset and let Hook win it? Bobby's going to have to take an L somehow in this match. I got a feeling it's going to be the end. Bobby and Ricochet are probably going to cancel each other out, I would guess. And, yeah, I don't know if they give Hook, like Hook and Joe, that's got some old-time memories to it, right? And that very well could have set up another tag feud with Kingston and Hook taking on whichever version we want to use. I'm assuming Hobbs and Joe, maybe. Or maybe Hobbs and Shibata, while Joe is a little busy with dealing with the lovely Adam Page. I'm just going to quickly check right now. if TK's got anything in the chamber here, getting ready for the night tonight. It is a stacked card regardless. Usually TK will throw something out crazy right before the show. No, he's standing pat where he's at. And we also have that Don Callis Summit, so I'm pretty much assuming that we're going to get the breakup of the Don Callis family on this episode. Takeshita and Okada sort of deciding to go their own ways at this point. We might end up getting that at Full Gear, which would really surprise me that they would do it this early. I would assume that they'd probably wait till after Wrestle Kingdom, or even wait till World's End so it's hyped up around Full Gear, around Wrestle Kingdom, sorry. But either way, like, as we're getting into game time here, it looks like we should have a very fun night tonight. And one thing I'm very happy about overall when it comes to AEW right now, no freaking drama. No drama, no stupidity. There really hasn't been anything that's come up this week that's really caused us to have any issues. Hey, what do you think about the spooky arches to start off the show here? Normally they have like you just straight walk out. They actually have graveside arches come for this week. Oh, they're starting with the street fight right off the bat. I guess Orange Cassidy starting off an episode of Dynamite is sort of, how do I put it, apropos? It's Wednesday, you know what that means. And that's how you doing tonight, sir. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. We just got so much excitement going on here this week, and I'm just happy to have you all here. Oh God, they're showing off the best friends there. Did I just see what I thought I saw? I get Stream Element's been acting a little stupid here, but thank you for the resub there. Oh. All right, everything's going crazy here tonight. What? 43 months in a row. Watch this. It's going to pop up in a second here. But no, thank you, Zodiac. By the way, Chris, good to see you here tonight. Good to see everybody here. Jay's Baseball, Mikey for the last time this year. Oh, Nats. Possibly the last time. Don't forget, if the Jays game goes, or if the Blue Jays and Dodgers go 7, that's Saturday night. We're going to be watching Collision and Game 7 all at once. About time it showed up. Jesus. Thank you, Zodiac, for the renewal. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate ya. Really interesting vibe on. By the way, hi, Brett. Sorry I missed you there earlier. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I didn't miss your message, but you like the set? It's amazing what a few pumpkins and 2 inflatable arches will do to make it look special for you. Huh? But it sounds like the The intro music's coming through a didgeridoo or something. Party time. I'm catching up on messages here. Sorry. Gives EWC Halloween Havoc vibes. Like, if you remember the old Halloween Havoc set, it literally was a inflatable pumpkin in the middle of the set. So this is a tornado tag, which basically, it gives them an excuse to have a street fight without having a street fight. Sting coming out next to the pumpkin. I'll take it. These guys using shirts right now. Tornado tag in AEW, a.k.a. usual tag team match. You're not wrong. Sting with gray hair was... Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it was a lot of fun. Got a chance to see it. By the way, if you haven't heard, it's only been a week, but Amazon has decided to unilaterally refund everybody that picked up Full Gear on Wrestle Dream on their system. So I already got my refunds, so I'm moot to it, but apparently Fightful reported that they literally took everybody. Wheeler found his middle finger underneath the ring. Darby found his chair. Now Wheeler's middle finger should meet chair. Yeah. I think the only reason he called this a tornado tag is for the alliteration. Trick or treat tornado. I know, Zodiac, you appreciate a good pun here. Switching over to Twitch feels lonely over. Honestly, Brett, I find that more people pop over on the Twitch side, so you can talk to my lawyers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a lawyer on the roster I'll send your way. Thank you, Michael, for the compliment. Appreciate you. But yeah, if people are asking, yeah, we usually get more people popping over on the Twitch side than we do the YouTube side. I try to get a little bit more exposure. A lot of people are in and out all the time here. As long as his lawyer brings the CEO, I'll give you that. See, the one good thing about this, whenever you see Darby Allin in a tag match and you see the two guys beating up the other guy further down from anything, whether it's even a ceiling, I suggest you look for Darby. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I got over alert expectations here, but odds are Darby's going to be diving off something. Oh, great. Remsler's got the job of trying to climb the barricades. I love it. Midquay, the last emperor of MTR chat, has arrived. I will do this once. We're not going to make a habit of it just because, where is it? It's also 20 seconds long, so I ain't playing the whole thing. With all due respect, Brett. So, rather than picture, they fucked up and put both... Oh, there it is. Now they fixed it. They put the ads in both blocks. It's like, somebody's not working right tonight. Felt like Jimmy King? I will crown you. God, I love that movie. It's so stupid yet so funny. Microsoft running picture-in-picture for us. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. And I will rule you. I'm sorry I got that was Crown. Because its finisher was the double sledge off the top, wasn't it? Just a heads up, Zodiac. Throughout the day, Xbox has been, how do I put it, on the fritz. So stupid that it's so good. Well, if you know a lot of my favorite movies, Ready to Rumble's one, Major League's another, Replacements is another. Of course, Transformers 86 is, pretty high up there too. So, but all that stupid humor is just, I like movies where I can put my brain in neutral because, well, most women think us men do that anyway, which I don't really blame them too, but it makes sense. Colors in Harry Potter and The Prisoner ab scanner in my top 10. Huh. You blame them? How do I put this? That's what I'm going to do with that discussion. Just it. Because I know what happens when we start getting into conversations about that. That is like, I just remember Married with Children and having that No Ma'am group show up. I don't need that here. Well, it'd be good for the numbers, of course, but I don't need No Ma'am showing up. Could you imagine? We convert them all to wrestling fans. I swear we'd all convert them all to wrestling fans. I get a kick out of if you are Brad, are you familiar with the show Married with Children? Al Bundy had that protest group that came in. It was called No Ma'am. Or sorry, I think it was No. Yeah, it was No Ma'am. Yeah. No Ma'am's Club. Yeah, exactly. But then, oh God. Darby literally just gets cranked right on the back of his head. I personally would love more female wrestling fans. I would support them all. And, oh my God, let's go right off the bat. First batter up, Davis Schneider. First start in the World Series since the wild card. Bombs a homer. First batter of the game. Let's go. Sorry, Orange, you're doing well in the ring, but damn, that was a good shot right there. Great way to start tonight. These fans are going to be going home early, as lukewarm as they are. Oh, Garcia hooking in that sleeper. You know that table's going to get used, right? Oh my God. Two for two. Let's go. Nobody's good. Nobody's going out. It's 2-0 Blue Jays. There hasn't even been an out in the game yet. Oh God, here goes the table. Thanks, Wheeler. You destroyed that table. Oh. LA ain't us, yeah. Schneider's upset because he only gets to wear the jacket for one at bat. Oh my God, he literally uses the skateboard as a diversionary tactic. That is hilarious. And Wheeler just coming in at the last minute for the save there. The only thing I hope right now is they don't pull Snell too early because we're having too much fun with them. Orange Cassidy's not supposed to be ripping and tearing at people's skin like that. You're not supposed to rake the back. You're a good guy. No, it's interesting that they've already done the I Quit match. The feud should essentially be over. Back-to-back horns, absolutely. And Snell finally gets an out. I'm sure the Brooklyn cheer will be coming in. Jays are up 2-0. We barely start. By the way, the ticker's on the bottom, Brett, if you need to take a look. We left the ticker on the stream here tonight. It'll be on here tonight. It'll be on Saturday if they go Game 7. Oh, no way. Here we go. Scorpion death chop. Got to make a tap. Got to make a tap. Yep. Oh, you can. You can, Last Emperor. You can, Brett. You can lose to Canada. You beat us in hockey every year. You can lose to You can lose to Canada in baseball. And now Kirky's aboard. So it's like, and you get a hit. And you get a hit. And you get a home run. Y'all don't even play. Hey, the Dodgers first baseman and the Blue Jays first baseman are both from Canada. Freeman's from Canada, as well as Vladdy Guerrero. Guerrero was born in Montreal. And he plays for Canada. Oh, God. That's just because you don't get snow half as much as we do. And here goes, and Orange is throwing out candy to the crowd. Oh, we got a challenge. Oh, yeah, he's there. He's there. Canada's a former British. We don't play cricket as much. There are a lot of cricket players, but I like this. I like their. Am I wearing a Pantera shirt? No, I'm wearing a Will Ospreay shirt. Bro. Sorry, the camera's set up. I gotta worry about fixing her up here a little bit, get a little bit more of me in here, but they're doing the four-way tag is here. LA's just Yankees West. Well, that's why we all hate them here in Canada. It makes a lot of sense there. By the way, did you guys get a chance to see the newest, I think it's DC Dark Ages comic that just came out, where Batman's doing a one-winged angel on a, I think it was on a cop, actually. All right, as we go a full commercial break now, so we can focus on the Blue Jays here for a few seconds here. But yeah, just I'm glad that tonight we're getting lined up for Full Gear here, right? No. You might want to go take a look at that regular season record. Just Google them. That's awesome for Canada. Well, right now, DC is sponsoring Full Gear. So they do have a lot of limited edition. We actually talked about them last week. McGee said he ordered some. Hopefully next week I'm going to be ordering it. Yeah, when you saw Statlander's outfit right out of Statlander's outfit right after Full Gear, or sorry, after Wrestle Dream, her first outfit was based on Starfire. And then, of course, everybody noticed that Wrestle Dream, Harley Cameron, and Penelope Ford, or sorry, Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford, coming out as the awesome couple of Harley and Ivy. Oh my God, we got 2 challenges in 1 inning. These umpires are going to look so stupid. Could you? This is what it's going to be like next year with the robocall. When there's automatic calls that are easy, it's just going to be bap, 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 bap. Yes, I know I'm hitting my head repeatedly here, but if you aren't familiar, next year they have the automatic strike system call. That's tight. The only problem is you only get 2 losses, right? Like, you get 2 misses. The first one's an okay miss. Second one you're done. So that's what's going to limit it a little bit. And that's per game. That's not per at bat. Jay's trying to keep things warm still, though, so. Been to a handful of AAA games in the automated. Well, they're not doing the automated system this year, though. That's the thing. Next year. They've gone to sort of a half and half, where they get you get two misses a game, basically. Had in the minors for you. I think it's just inevitable. Like, I know even playing MLB The Show, people get pissed off with the irregular umpiring that we get. Next year, it's going to have to be automatic. Uh-oh. Don Callis on our screen. Things are about to go down. Also, since Florida has established itself as a birthplace and land of hockey, Toronto could have a baseball year. I'm going to give you this. Immediately followed by... So won't be gone. It's just the strike zone, but still. Florida's hockey country. I'm guessing that's the conglomeration right there. So Callis paid for the introduction tonight? Yeah, Florida has a if you're not familiar, Brett, Zodiac and I have had this little back and forth because I'm from Edmonton and he's from Florida. And the fact that Florida has the last 5 Stanley Cup champions, whether it be the Florida Panthers or the Tampa Bay Lightning. So that's where his dig on that comes from. So Don Callis paid for some pyro tonight on Fright Night. The crowd's loving it. Except they couldn't even use matching gear because, well, they can't afford matching gear anymore because they're broke. Oh, it's finally out on Tuesday, the book. I'm going to have to see if I can pre-order it. Dynamite should get a stream. They do already. It's on HBO Max. Like, they're already on a regular streaming program. I'm from Canada. It's on TSN for us, so I don't have to worry about it. Hockey was created by the conquistadors during the negotiation with the locals. They met with St. Augustine in 1541.
You told some of the biggest lies that I've ever heard of in my whole life.
May I leave it at there, Zodiac, for you? I don't actually have a BS button on my pad. I really should. But not lies, alternative facts. I've been using that. I've been using that a lot lately. I had a... y'all are big on lacrosse. Not really. Like, we do have we are part of the National Lacrosse League here. I know in Edmonton we lost our franchise to Saskatchewan. We're getting one league game coming up here featuring the Calgary Roughnecks. So, no, I'm not going to kid anybody. I'm not, because of what my local hockey team did, I'm not as into hockey as I used to. Thought lacrosse, just because some begins somewhere doesn't mean that it's going to stay there, right? Because technically, a Canadian invented basketball. But let's face it, like, we got... yep. Yeah, I knew I was walking into something there with you two, but that's okay. I can live with it. Nope. 'Twas a Canadian. Dr. James Naismith is the inventor of basketball, and he is a Canadian. Quebecois? I don't think so. I think he's from Ontario. All right, this is going to be fun. Who you got? Who you guys got in this one? Who's taking on Brodito at Full Gear? As we are just a couple weeks away from Full Gear. Because realistically, we're 3 weeks away? That's looking stupid. That's #normal. Bailey just unloads shots. All right, chat. I was getting asked. Oh my God, 11 pitches and the Jays are out of the first. Let's go. Do they still do that? Yes, it is. It's on the Memorial Day long weekend. I believe it's on the Sunday of the Memorial Day long weekend. They usually do it. So some of the pay-per-views have been switching around a little bit lately, though, due to WWE changing their schedule up a little bit. I love the agility of Luchasaurus. Like, there's a reason he's called Luchasaurus. Because he knows how to do lucha things. It's Rick Knox. You think he's going to keep track of any of that stuff anyway? Like wear a mask? Well, not only that, but he's got the agility, right? By the way, I will give you this. Sorry, I'm a little behind. I will say my tracking gets a little bit lower when we do these double shows. That's why I usually don't do NXT and AEW on the same show. It's going to be interesting on Saturday because if we end up going 6-7 games with the World Series, you got the World Series, you got Collision, you got Saturday night's main event, all at the same time. And honestly, I'm looking at the card for Saturday night's main event. It's not the worst in the world. I don't expect any decent endings out of it, but seems like it's a decent card at least. You were looking for Shatter Machine this early in the match? I call BS. At least they're getting some time for some matches here. It's not like, oh God. Damn. I will, for those that are behind me, I'll let you guys figure out what that was for. Ha! Oh, Cash is a prick, and I love every second of it. Wanted to say something I forgot to say last time. Say whatever you want. As Barger gets another hit, so Barger's making a real. Remember when AEW was being NXT and all the hardcore AEW fans were saying that? Here's the funny part, Brett, and I'm going to be honest about this. Like I'm not. I like all wrestling, but I do prefer AEW over the rest just because of the way they book their shows. That they're not wasting my time is the best way to put it. But in terms of your comment about AEW taking over, have you ever walked in, as we go into picture in picture here, have you ever walked into a situation where somebody needs a fight, so they just start picking on people to the point where they create one? I think there's, don't get me wrong, there are outliers, and there are a lot of people saying this. I think in many ways, a lot of this stuff is contrived by people that want to have a fight. Just straight up. Because I do think that AEW is a very presentable product. Is it going to be as good as WWE? In terms of business-wise, I don't think so. In terms of booking, I think they still are. Because a lot of the booking is absolute garbage. It's that effect that you got to redo your thinking and how you book things. But I will totally take AEW over NXT. I would say a good 8 shows out of 10. Because as much as you say that WWE got their stuff together, I still don't think they did. Every time they've tried to, they've always hit a hiccup, aka Seth Rollins. And I'm still on the train that says, oh yeah, like it's not even close if you're talking about production value. Like WWE is going to have that for a very long time. The numbers do lie, Brett. The numbers do lie. And it comes back, I'm going to give you a little example for baseball here. Alejandro Kirk for the Toronto Blue Jays. He is known very well as the slowest player in MLB baseball. Like, he's a round mound to pound that can actually jack the ball over the place, and he's one of the best defensive catchers that you will see in the game today. But the thing is, if you get him on base and he's halfway to second before you're even out of the plate, he's still beating you home. He will find a way to beat you home because you don't have the experience. You haven't been there. WWE has such a lead on the market that even if something isn't as good, it will still have the notoriety of being there. And that's something we've talked about a lot here. Like, will AEW ever catch WWE in terms of overall numbers? It's going to take a very long time. There isn't that ability to go viral anymore like it used to. Because now these days, people have to be shocked for it to go viral. And honestly, there's no good things that could happen, I think, to produce that moment. We don't know that, Brett, and you don't have all the numbers. The numbers don't lie in your case, but you don't have them all. So they do lie. Because you were just asking why does AEW have a streaming deal? Yes, they do. They don't release the numbers how many people are watching. So, according to your numbers, yes, they are. But you don't have all the numbers. You just admitted yourself you didn't know that they had a streaming deal. So that's why we don't get into the numbers a lot around here because, well, straight up, I think if the numbers were actually shown, I think it'd be a lot different. I honestly feel that. Are we going to have a new chicken fight? No. I didn't think so. Jesus! Well, let's just throw another one out here just for that. Shout out to Kevin Knight here. Are we going to get jet speed on... I thought we were going to get jet speed versus Brodito there. No, they're not making excuses. I don't know where you're coming from with this. That's the part where I'm getting a little defensive about this. Number one, I don't think there's as much shade thrown out. Number two, I don't know where these excuses are coming from that you're talking about. There's a difference between coming up with excuses and coming up with facts. Oh, Jesus. What happened to Moxley? Moxley will be on later in the show. He lost an I Quit match to Darby. He almost lost to Kyle O'Reilly. I don't even see it on... I honestly don't see it as much on Facebook either. To be honest, I don't see it. I see people wanting to... People will see stuff what they want to see. And I'm sorry, I know you're not talking about me specifically. But... And that's what I love about this community overall here. We're not here to pick fights. And I'm not saying you are, Brett. I'm saying if you look at the situation, most of the time when these sources come up that say they've seen this or they're determining this, it's people looking for a story, people looking for a fight. Well, Matt, you had your luck there. Luchasaurus with a damn moonsault. All right, moonsaults for everybody. Let's go. Wish Moxley was younger. AEW lets him show his extreme side. Yes and no. Yeah, I guess more yes than no, but... I actually prefer... And FTR does steal it. Wow. I don't know if I'd want to see a younger Moxley in here just because Tony Khan wouldn't have the ability to rein him in the way that he needs to at times. Everybody needs somebody to rein him in once in a while, right? So we're getting FTR and Brodito. We might get a title change here. Moxley seems more serious because of his age, yeah. And I don't think the credibility would be there as much. Like if you don't remember Moxley, he used to have like the purple hair and he would just go like everything that he does now would seem tame compared to what he did back then. They're really hyping up this main event with four promo segments for it. Being younger, like a few years, he's still got lots of gas in the tank. And the adjustments in medicine and training regimens and whatnot. I'm actually very happy to see Mox where he is. Having him here when he was younger, like having a few more years, I think he's going to have plenty of years left on him. He's working, like, we were making fun of Mox a little bit during his reign because of the style that he runs. Like, let's face it, we were saying for many of those matches during his title run that he was running a WWE style match in AEW. And that's why he was getting crapped on. Oh yeah, we're getting Moxley O'Reilly coming up right after the break here, so we're gonna see him right away. So I think having Moxley come in at an earlier time in his life would be bad. I mean, he's been for AEW for about 5 years or so, so we did have it for a while. Yeah. But I do feel that he did change his style a little bit when he was champion for the fact that everybody had to slow down to his pace. While earlier on, Moxley was doing a little bit more sped up to keep up with everybody else. Moxley versus Raven. There would be a lot of psychology behind that match. Didn't that happen in Ring of Honor one time? But I guess this version of John Moxley is different than what you would see pre-WWE, so. Veda Scott all upset tonight about Jet Speed finally losing a match on Dynamite. Oh, I see what kind of match you're into. I'll be honest, I'm not really like I respect what New Jack did. But for me that type of match isn't for me. I'm more of a if you're going to have those kind of matches, have them for a reason, and it just feels like the more you get into those kind of personalities, the less you're going to want that kind of match. Moxley, the one thing, those matches are special tracks. Absolutely. There's a reason why the I Quit match went at the end of the show. Not just because Amazon opposed it, so they cut half the match. But I just, like the thing is, you have a guy like New Jack, and he'd always be in the middle of the show with something like that, right? Hey, Cameron, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Hope the winter baseball is going better than the Dodgers right now. It's like Greg Valentine, Terry Funk style, very physical strikes with some hold sort. That's fair. And actually, that I don't mind. I'm good with all kinds of styles. Just make sure those styles integrate feeling, integrate. Give me a story. Give me a reason to watch. Like, hell, even watching baseball tonight, there's this reason to watch. You got these Jays here who, let's face it, everybody that came into the series, all the experts, literally turned around and said, there's no way the Blue Jays have a chance here. And now, baseball going. Just hit 94. Nice. So are you working bullpen, or are you still working starter? By the way, for anybody that isn't familiar, Cameron here is out of the Boston area, and he is very let's just say he's got an arm, to put it politely. Bullpen starter? Oh, cool. All right. When Greg broke Wahoo's leg, yeah. Hitch a Sarah getting it yet. I wish my socks was in this game. Yeah, the Sox. I wish we would have faced them in the second round, but of course, Callis has something important to say. But yeah, tonight we got a little bit of a dual watching here as we're watching the Jays and Don Callis try to have a summit here. And Takeshi ain't even out here. Well, of course you're the largest faction. You got everybody on the roster. Rocky is the travel manager for New Japan, so it's his fault that happened. Bailey shared a photo of her Instagram with Chris Statlander. Oh my God. Don Callis stealing the show tonight, folks. Now, Bailey was out at that MXW show. Hey, McG. 2-0. Back to back right off the start. Let's just keep it rolling. That's all we can say. Just keep it rolling. But that photo right there, I'm sure Zodiac's already looking for a copy of it. Go check out Mel Coleman. I'm sure she's got it available for sale already. Guerrero on base the second time tonight. Gotta love it. So I wonder if Takesha's actually going to be coming out tonight. How you doing today, McG, by the way? Hope you're doing well. And Nat's, yeah, she was at Athena's show on Saturday. And just supporting friends. You know, Mercedes was there as well. And oh, goody, here we go. Oh my God, they cut out. They legally can't use him. They legally cannot use him right now. Just because, yeah, he's still got 11 months left on his no-compete. One of the worst contracts in the world. By the way, for anybody that's been asking or wondering or thinking, yes, I have that. He's not the idiot. Sometimes, and I apologize for not having the video out that I planned on, because I recorded it, then a day later they changed 3 facts, and I'm like, well, fuck, I ain't going to put this out. But there's some clauses in contracts that, number one, you don't see. Honestly, if you go into your job right now, I guarantee you there is a stupid clause somewhere in your contract when you agree to go to work. All right, I'll spoil it for you guys. For anybody that's asking, and I'll give you guys a couple minutes to think about it here. The correlation between Andrade, Samantha Irvin, and Homer Simpson. If you guys want to give your thoughts on how those 3 are related, I'm just going to sum it up real quick here for you guys, but I'll give you guys a couple minutes to think. After the summit here with Takeshita, I'll give you guys the answer here, because it sort of makes sense as we wrap up that segment here. So, oh my God, they found Waldo. Takeshita finally taking his hand off Callis. Callis, shut up and just book the match. Takeshita wins this match? I think so. Oh, God. Callis is trying. Listen to what I want, to what I need. Oh my God, that picture of Cal is just, to get it off my screen, it's burning my retinas right now. Oh my God. All right, Callis is trying here. Wouldn't that be first out, you moron? He just turned around and said, if you're going to be the first in, you might be the last out. You're the first out, you moron? Love them to both turn on Dawn with a Rainmaker and a Blue Thunder. I would love to see it. I want to see a very hesitant handshake. And Okada goes for the Rainmaker, and Takeshita turns it into a back suplex or the Blue Thunder Bomb. Oh my God, that look on Takeshita's face to Callis is just priceless. It's like, I'm going to murder you. I am going to murder you in cold blood, and I'm going to take that blood, and I'm going to repaint a picture of you. I don't even care if it's finger paint. I'm going to make a picture of you. One finger. Well, here we go. It's over. You notice that he said everything to Takeshita, but nothing to Okada? Again. Let's be a fly on the wall for this match setting up. Takeshi's walking out on Saturday. They're going to pull this trigger on Saturday because this is going to be their counter to Saturday night's main event. Yep, this Saturday, the same night as Game 7. Saturday main event on Saturday, Game 7 of the World Series on Saturday, and AEW Collision on Saturday. We'll be here covering two of them. You'll never guess which two. Oh, and that's right, we're getting Olympia versus Mercedes as well on Saturday. They're actually loading up this show pretty good. Show me Takeshita versus Okada. Yeah, like, we're getting it. Like, there is no doubt in my mind we're getting this match. Like, one way or the other, we are going to get some vision of this match put together. And it's just nice that she's going to be putting some of those titles up. As a Punk fan, I'm watching that match, I think it's going to be complete bullshit. One way or the other. With all due respect, if the name isn't... oh, that's right. We got Statlander Mercedes at Full Gear, so... I love the storytelling in this, by the way. Mercedes able to win everything except for the one that she really wants. What are you dressed at this week, Chris? They're going to a commercial break here. I'll get there. Don't worry. Has she got an avatar gear on? That looks like an avatar gear. All right, so we're getting our rally mocks. Okay, so you guys were asking, what's the correlate? Oh my God. Enrique Hernandez just launched one to the moon. Closer game than, well, we sort of expected a close game, so. The correlation between the two, okay, Andrade, he's got a contract with a very weird clause of if he gets fired, he has a 1-year period where he cannot sign with another company. And it's basically the same kind of clause that many businesses have so you don't give away trade secrets. And I'll explain the rest of what the video is about in a second here. Samantha Irvin, when she signed her contract, she had a 2-year no-compete clause for a similar role in any other industry as well. Like, it's a shitty clause, but it's put in there many times so that, we train you, we get you in a position where your reputation's beyond reproach and you're not going to spoil it on us. You're not going to go somewhere and use it. Homer Simpson. Let's go back to Treehouse of Horrors 4. 1994, I believe it was. I'd have to look at my notes here. Homer Simpson makes a deal with the devil for a donut. While that is the tastiest donut in the world, he forgot that the contract included his soul. Really shitty deal. What's even shittier is the devil couldn't get it because there's another clause in the contract saying the soul belonged to Marge way before Homer was trying to sell it. So therefore, couldn't do it. So all three of them got signed to a very shitty contract. And then from there, I started talking about so Homer sold his soul to The Rock. So no, they all have shitty contracts. Then I started talking about the whole situation with Andrade, and I'll guarantee you if in your job, if you go take a look at your employee handbook, there is some clause in there that you do not know about that 98% of the time will not matter to you, but it's that one time it'll always show up. Well, let's face it, that's what happened there. The one time that he got fired for he got fired with cause, he said. And we still haven't heard what the actual cause is. There's been rumors, there's been talk, there's been different people saying different things about why. But nobody's actually come out and said, this is the reason. Nobody's presented anything. Nobody's turned around and said, yes, this is what we're going to be. This is what happened. So anybody that anybody says about it, it's purely speculation. And then with Samantha Irvin, her contract, that 2-year non-compete is very standard in that business. The biggest difference between what Andrade has and what Samantha Irvin has, Samantha has a lot more opportunities. Like there's different avenues for her talent that she could go into. Whether it be voice acting, whether it be music, she doesn't have to be solely a ring announcer. So they just want to make sure that everything they taught her and everything they built her up with, like many people are considering her the best ring announcer ever. with the Fink somewhere in the ballpark as well. Like her and the Fink are literally the two greatest announcers ever, or ring announcers. Yes, there are others. I'm just humor me here for this one. Andrade, on the other hand, this clause is a little weird because it's such a niche market that it shouldn't. Realistically, if Andrade decided to go to court about it, you probably can get that clause thrown out. Like it's pretty solid, the fact that he probably could get that clause thrown out without an issue. However, my personal feeling is if it is exactly what everybody's speculating, that he was fired with cause and he's got this 1 year and they take it to court and all that, by the time he gets out of court, it's probably going to be another 6 months from now. So for the amount of money it's going to cost for him to go through all that litigation to get there, and the fact that TKO is going to find their way to tie this up everywhere they can, just to hold it over for the year, what's the point of fighting it? Just wait the year. The pop when he shows up again is going to be huge. On top of the fact everybody's going to be like, oh, you're around for good now. Thanks. Great. And it also gives him a chance, A, to heal up, and B, work on some other projects that he's in. Let's just hope they don't end up doing what ended up happening with Homer. Since the contract became invalid, the devil said, screw you, and turned his face into a donut. And he had to live the rest of his days as a donut head. Which, if you know Homer, that isn't too far from the truth. But yeah, that was basically the gist of the video that I was doing. I do have, I do know I owe you a booking video. Don't worry, Zodiac. I'm still bugging me to this day. But I still have that here for you guys. And I'm trying to figure out the right way to do this in the right situation to book up. And I think we're still going to go back to... I think I'll still go back out to the Brawl Out video just because that's what you originally asked for, so we will go there. I just might make it a solo thing. It might not make it a triple thing this time. But yeah, to put it bluntly, content creation in terms of pre-recorded video is not the easiest thing in the world. That's why I have so much respect for you, Chris, and everything that you guys do and all the scripts you do and whatnot. Because I very rarely have a script. The script that I usually had for wrestling was pretty loose, I think is the best way to put it. If you guys aren't familiar, Chris is so burned out from it, though. I get it. And it's all those extra steps. I think it's sort of a reason why that I'm more of a live reactor now. Frankly, live reaction is so much easier. And I think that's why a lot of people actually do it, too. I don't do it well because, I don't have any clips or anything of anything, so... I am starting to work with that. Frosty Tool's helping me out too, so. Well, that's my biggest goal for 2026. Start working on getting stuff figured out. Oh, Varsho, go, 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 go. You could go home. Oh, almost got a shot to go home. Wow. For those that aren't watching the game, Teoscar Hernandez went to go slide for a ball. That was a little out of his reach, and he missed. Ball went to the wall, and Varsho kept running. Moxley calling it Death Jitsu is always something that's been pretty funny for me, to be honest. So are they doing a collision on the... Oh, that's right. By the way, folks, just a reminder, they are doing collision on American Thanksgiving, so make sure you stop by here and say hello. We'll talk about it more as we get closer to it, but ooh, that hurt. Call it the boom. Come on now. Job, Ernie. Nice little sacrifice getting sacrifice out the center field there. Gashing in Varsho. Now we're up 3-1. I love how we got Danielson on there just literally calling every Muay Thai move, every mixed martial arts move, everything lined up perfectly here. Gotch style. Oh, he held it too long. And he's not going to smack Aubrey this time, so. And Moxley's bleeding from the face. Oh, God. Moxley just unloaded with that lariat. Just literally, Moxley is like fighting right now. Moxley's literally bleeding from the eye socket? Like, that is crazy. I've seen many different places for where you can bleed. I never thought the eye socket would be one of them. Vader callbacks, that's fair. Oh, Moxley saw his own blood, so now he's like, yeah, no, we're done now. Think it's a bridge in those? Okay, fair. Oh, I see. Moxley just barely gets the ropes. This could end up being a... I was going to say, this could be a count out, isn't it? Moxley loses by count out. Falls right into the chair. I love it. This blood. Someone call Sarah. Think of the... Honestly, if that is the biggest drama that we're seeing here today, Double count out. So Moxley lost again. Developed by James Hell Brooks. Good old Simpsons reference on the show. Well, I didn't think Mox would hit the ref, but well, there's Marina. And Claudio's back. There's Roddy. We're probably going to get Mox and Claudio versus... Oh, here comes our War Games. Here comes our Blood and Guts match. Here comes our teams. Cassidy got a chain? Yeah, we got 5. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, Briscoe's got a mic. You know what's coming. Here it is. No, they haven't, Jay Quick. They're really hyped. They're going for it. This is our Blood and Guts. Orange Cassidy's gonna want to say it. Say, this is gonna be the most unenthusiastic Blood and Guts you're ever gonna hear. The most unenthusiastic Blood Guts call in the world, and Moxley just... Well, there's the men's challenge. And we got to get that... We're going to get that women's one settled, I think, after this match. Or after the next match here. I'm assuming the women's tag goes next, and then the mains, of course, the 4-way for the men. For the shot at Paige at Full Gear. I'd like to see the women's tag be the main, but I don't think we're in a position where we really need it yet. Just because these two have fought each other so many times with each other. I wouldn't mind it if it was like a special stipulation match, not just a quarterfinal of a tournament. Because I'm assuming that they're going to do the finals at Full Gear. That just makes sense. And it sort of makes sense to do it at Full Gear because at World's End, you have the Continental Championship, the C2, finishing up there. So you don't want to have two tournament finals in the same show just because it gives one less pertinence than the other one. But it looks like we're lining up into an awesome pay-per-view coming up in a few weeks here. Like right now, we got Statlander and Monet. We got Brodito versus FTR. We're going to get the winner of the main event versus Adam Page. I really wonder if they're going to do Okada Takeshita at Full Gear. It wouldn't really surprise me. Tony Khan going to get that match out early. The one thing you can do to get away with it, it's don't put any titles on the line right now. Just make it a match about honor and respect. If you guys don't want to work together, like beat the hell out of it for each other. That's what I would do at least. And then, yeah, just simply run that there. Then you can run it back later if you really want to. My God, you Savage is dealing. Like, tonight is just a masterclass. We'll have to see how long he lasts in this. But damn, you Savage is doing. You Savage is balling. He is a savage.
Oh, yeah!
I still think they should be using that for every strikeout. Oh, goody. So Statlander's in socks. Monet's in high heels. That is some real solid mobility there. Oh, they're coming out to the ring. Okay. Why'd you hit Freeman? Just a straight F5 on the Mercedes there. Oh, and there's Athena. That might be the X factor for her. Uh-oh, Teoscar with a hit up the middle. First and second. Oh, not quite through the middle, just an infield hit. Oh, and here comes Willow. Willow and Harley cleaning everything up. Willow coming for the save for Stat. Like, this is... They're... Danielson's trying to bridge it together. It's a little weird. For the love him and hate him relationship. All right, so we're having that quarterfinal next Wednesday. That should main event, realistically. That's a match we haven't seen. We get Athena on the main roster. We'll get Monet out there. So you got two champions on one side. You got at least one, if not two, on the other side that should be world champion. And your Savage gets out of it. Let's go. My God, are we getting Dorada back on our TV again? I will take that. Oh, it's Bandito and Dorada. My God. Folks, if you needed a reason to check out the stream on Saturday, besides the fact that we might have a Game 7, besides the fact that I'll be here, but my God, that lineup they got for Saturday, like, so we're getting Takeshita and Okada teaming up against someone. We're getting Mercedes and Olympia. We're getting Bandito and Dorada. Like, this could be one of the most underrated collisions that you've seen in a very long time. And yes, they are going up against Saturday night's main event as well, but you're going to see different parts of the spectrum all over here. Good old Gravity in the picture too. All right, time for the women's tournament. Folks, who do you want? The Sisters of Sin or Aminata and Hater? That's the question. Like, my opinion, I think the Sisters of Sin end up winning this. Thanks to Thekla. Sin has never looked so good. Okay, too quick. Just because of your thirstiness, I will make sure we get that through for you. Okay. Did you hear that, folks? Looks like Penelope might be out of the tournament. I want the team that's actually designed to be a team to win. I find it rather interesting one way. Just the way that these two have worked as a team. And I think they were trying to sell it over the top. The fact that we're getting you seen they actually used a finisher last week to win the match? For me, that's a big point here. My God, Julia Hart's makeup there on her face. Like, this is Halloween week. They aren't going to get a... Is this the first time that they're not doing Rampage on Halloween? I think so, because this is like the first Friday night that we have... So this is how you get Miranda Lees and Nixon Newell in the tournament. if Penelope's hurt, you pull the entire team and put another team in there. I hate this fucking move. I don't care how good it looks. I hate this fucking move. Sorry, pardon my French, but the Devil's Kiss, the Devil's Kiss, the Chocolate Kiss, all that shit. I don't need to be sports entertained with your ass, all right? I think Booker T's the one that killed it for me, to be honest, but now that he's actually become a sound bit. Ah, 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 ah. But yeah, in terms of the overall draw, I'd love to see TJ win. And I'd like, well, if they can bring in Miranda and, oh God. Julia didn't jump on the suplex. Fudge. That's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. Julia just came back to her corner. But she even looks like she's out of it there. The only thing I wonder is if they do the Sisters of Sin winning this, if you want to maintain your heel face dynamic, would you not have Willow and Harley win the next week? Which actually could make a lot of sense too. I always used to love the rule that the person had to get out of the ring before the ref would start to count. So you'd stop your showboating and gloating there. Oh, Vladdy. Snell does a twin kill there to keep him back in it here. But I like what you say about a team actually being a team and sticking around on this. Just because the Sisters of Sin just looks so much more cohesive now. Like, it's always great when you're on offense and when you're on the offense and you work together, it seems to work a lot. Seems to work okay, but it's when you're on defense, that's when it matters, right? Offense gets you tickets, defense gets you championships. I think that's what some actual famous coach used to say. I don't know. Apparently, Canadians don't know anything about football, so. Damn it, Bo. Flies out to left, about halfway down. All right, game's official. Cannot be killed by rain delay anymore. Jay's still up 3-1, doing some good work there. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they see how this bracket actually does work out. And they're giving these girls plenty of time here. I'm assuming this will be the last break for them before we get into our close and then the main event tonight. But it'll also be interesting to see if they actually do Bobby Lashley and Adam Page. Like, the potential for that actually to happen. I'm almost worried that they might do a double pin somehow. Do some stupid WCW finish. Brett was right. It did have the feel of WCW. Well, let's make sure that the actual match doesn't have that. So, Julia Hart straight out of the Undertaker's playbook there. Don't go for a, geez. Why are you going for a suplex together? You know Jamie's going to reverse all the time. What a sequence there. Amanada fired herself right up. Julia wasn't up enough to get into the ring to break that cover up either. Swinging net breaker. Not even giving her the courtesy of a 2. Definitely a nice save there. Jesus. All right, I like a little double team sequence. Leading into a double down. Or I guess that'd be a quadruple down. Just glad they're giving him time here tonight. Is that what they're calling them? The Killer Queens? I think Emi Sakura might be a little jealous here with that. Oh no. You know the slap's a +3 on attack. That's gotta suck. Oh, that kick's gotta suck more. Taking forever to set up. Oh, Dragon Sleeper. I knew Tekla was going to get involved, by the way. Did I not call that? The fact that Excalibur didn't see it, that's the part that got me. Like, I don't mind, like, an interference spot winning, but as a ring announcer, freaking, or as a color commentator, you got to know that stuff. Oh, God, they got doctors and everything in there. That's not good. Amanada's up for something. just because it seemed like everyone forgot Julia Hart was they did mention it during commentary, but I think they're almost, she was there for a while as champ, right? And the only reason she gave it up really is because of injury, but Vengeful Harley, I love it. Looks like Amanada got injured. Oh my God. Holy shit, things just got crazy. Things just got a little bit crazy, folks. Megan and Marina. Megan and Marina. Like, honestly, that is like a boss fight. Having those two together. Realistically, the way they've been built up in this division, don't get me wrong, they're probably going to lose the first round match, but man, either way. You know Moxley's looking for gold, but he's looking at it just like the way I am. I'm like, holy shit, we're getting these two together? This is, yeah. Neither's really gotten over. Well, these two feel like, I say that as, yeah, well, 10 fucking strikeouts for you, Savage. My God. Oh, Jesus. My God. But Marina and Megan Bain, sorry. Baynard, baby. Sorry, my brain went a little bit loopy there for a second. Oh, that's going to be a good team. That's going to be a fun team to work with here. Marina and Megan versus TJ. It's really a pick 'em for me. With the fact we're probably going to get Tony and Mina on that other side. Want Penelope back with Bunny anyway. Yeah, if she wants to come back to AEW and if Tony Khan wants her back. Like, Bunny has gone into the ring, has had a couple matches, but you never know what anybody wants. As long as they want to do it together, I'd love it. But as per tradition, as we get to our last segment before our main event, give you a quick rundown of what's coming up on the channel. Tomorrow, noon Eastern, 10 a.m. Mountain, we're going to get back into episode 3 and 4 of Dispatch, the game produced by Telltale Games, about you being a former superhero or a superhero that needs his suit repaired. Think a broke Iron Man. Think the Bucks as superheroes. And your job is basically to help dispatch a bunch of villains out to different jobs. Honestly, folks, I'm very understating what the story's all about. Do yourself a favor. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have the part 1 and 2 on the gaming channel. And then parts 3 and 4, we're going to do live right after that's done here over on the Twitch channel here. So No stream Friday. Happy Halloween. Blue Jays in 6. Let's go. Saturday night, we are going to have a lot of fun here with AEW Collision, WWE 2K25, possibly Blue Jays Game 7, maybe Saturday night's main event. Sunday, we're going to be here with not this one. You guys can't see this yet. MLB Sluggers Unlimited for the Xbox. Try and keep it out of the light there. We'll be playing that Sunday night here as we wrap up and talk a little bit about the World Series and such. But as always, folks, remember, thank you for being here. If you aren't following on the channel live on Twitch, please do so. Every follow does help us get noticed on the old algorithm. And if you really like what you see, consider subscribing. Never required, but always appreciated. They're making these entrances rather quick. New Year's Eve in Omaha. That's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully they can bring out Peyton Manning for that. Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Oh, and by the way, for the MLB game, I do still have to check if it'll work on my 360. My 360 sold. It will still play Xbox games, but some of them don't work. So just still got to double check that. And Hook's gear is already a pumpkin, so sort of works out for him. So is this going to be Joe? Like, I know that Hook had his big promo about it. I know we got the Hurt Syndicate and their beefs with Ricochet and let's go Rick O'Shea. I remember how we used to do that in chat all the time. Just because we thought he would have to change his name, so we changed it to Rick O'Shea. You dumbasses. My God, does Bobby look good there with his gold suit? I ha! That was funny. Bobby ain't going for the belt until MJF gets it. That's fair. And I agree with you. I sort of feel that Ricochet and Bobby sort of cancel each other out. So it goes down to Hook and Joe, and even then, I don't think Hook's got enough to hold off Joe here. At least not yet. Oh, these two. Oh, they're going right at her right away. Oh, Joe got pulled. Oh, this will be fun. Ricochet and Hook. Uh, and Ricochet's, God damn it. He already knows who's behind him. Hey, Vic, how you doing tonight? Had a very interesting night so far. Oh my God. Bobby with a Keith Lee type toss of Ricochet there. Looks like, what are you doing, man? Still catching at the, okay. Yeah, you're gonna, I think some of the biggest highlights are we do get the announcement of Blood and Guts, on the men's side at least. And the creation of a very interesting tag team for the women. It's going to be going next week. Which I just thought about. Does this mean that Roddy Strong's got to be careful about Marina? Because I thought that team required people that were involved with Joey Janela at one time. Jesus! Bobby doesn't even care. He just lifts up Hook like he's nothing. Uh-oh. And Joe just decides he's going to do the diving now. So, Joe, who are you going after? As we get into a commercial break. Just having a little bit of excitement here all around because I'm looking all around. It's one of those multi-social media days here. Sorry if my eyes are around a little bit here. Keep getting notes about what is going to happen in the game. And like right now, the Jays up 3-1 going into 6. Or going in the bottom 6, sorry. I still get a laugh. If you're watching the international feeds or the Canadian feed, you get to see that the Jays are doing a 50-50 for their charity Jays Care. And it's a call-in 50-50. They actually get glasses in the stands. That would not go over well in Canada. But anyway, they're doing a Jays Care 50-50. And the pot for the series is $5.2 million. Everybody puts money in and they split. Half goes to the charity, half goes to the half goes to the charity, half goes to the person. And I just get a kick out of that because it's $5 million for, what is it now, 5 games? For our hockey team up here, the Oilers, the 50-50 is usually $3 million per game. And I get it, that's Canadian dollars, but still. Like, can't believe that the 50-50 is that cheap for a series for the Blue Jays, but I guess that's what you get with baseball fans. But yeah, in terms of everything that's going on tonight, I'm really happy that they're starting to get, like, everything they're doing is setting up towards getting their cards set up for their 2 major matches or 2 major shows. Blood and Guts, we got 1 match announced. And Full Gear, they're really starting to piece together everything, right? Like right now, we have 2, and we're going to have 3 by the end of the night matches set up. Yeah, Okada is hilarious. Like, and take one very good point, one big point about that promo there, Vic. Don Callis didn't say a single word to Okada to scold him or anything. It was all directed directly to Keshta. So that's a little not purpose on purpose thing. God, do I love a good Samoa Joe power slam. 2 down, you Savage going nuts here. 11 Ks now? Like, you want to talk about being a savage. Like, that is straight Randy there.
Oh, yeah!
And here's the funniest part about the whole thing. When it comes to the Blue Jays right now and Trey is Savage, technically next year's his rookie season. He doesn't qualify for rookie status this year. So he could win a World Series ring, and in many ways could get him a World Series MVP before. Oh my God. I don't even want to use the ECW one because that wasn't violent. That was just powerful. Fudge. And Ricochet just looking to get out of that, but and the best part for the Blue Jays is they don't have to lock him up for like 6 years. Because up until free agency, they don't have to do anything for him. They should. The energy for Joe versus Bobby's real. That's why I almost feel that Joe wins this and Bobby actually gets a shot for the title. And Max costs Bobby the title shot. That's my opinion, at least. Max cost Bobby the shot, cashes in his title on Joe, because Joe's the one that took the title from him. He wins. And then Lashley goes after MJF. And it sort of puts everything in a big circle here to put everything put together. .360 leg drop landing on his feet. Fudge. Ricochet showing off. Whoever gets the fall gets the shot. Holy crap. What a way to finish off here. I love how Danielson goes, yeah, he hooked him like he meant it. Oh, no way. There's no way they give Hook versus Page, right? Hook versus Page, just not a pay-per-view match. And that's how big men break up submissions. Hook ain't there yet. No. Not even close. No way. Ricochet at least timed his move better. God damn. Like Joe usually doesn't hold that muscle buster up that high for that long. Let me snooze this ad here. Ricochet a TNT run for holy shit. Just give him anything, period. Yeah, we're getting Bandito Dorada. I forgot about that one. Oh my god. We got the Acclaimed and Takeshita Okada. Please tell me which team is going to implode first. This match is so exciting. They're not even covering the matches next week. Who cares? It's a four-way. And there it is. Hook was too busy watching. Ricochet missed his spot. He was supposed to need to skip the run the ropes and just hit the spear, yeah. So this is where Joe gets the title. All right, Hangman, get out here and let's get our face-to-face to end this off here. I love the fact that we're getting this rematch. Now that the roles are defined a little better. And they're even bringing Shivani out for an interview. Ah, Bandito. Excalibur. Bless you for saying men's world title. And bless Barger with another base hit. Let's go, Jays. And they're going overtime on this. Joe's going to be a fan favorite at Full Gear. Wouldn't surprise me. Those guys in the fucking costumes. You want to talk about a callback from earlier? The Steve Puss Marshall, man, the guy in the horse outfit. This is really weird to go overtime with this. Who the hell are these guys? I thought they were a conglomeration, but how's the Rooster going to get in the fucking ring? His head's bigger than the ropes. This is kind of weird. You know one of them's Hangman. It has to be. Either that or they're five jobbers, one or the other. I just remember Paige used to be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. One is MJF. The chicken getting plucked. They remember. They remember. Just an extra. The last time that costume was worn in AEW was Hangman. This is, yeah, this is like, unless they're going to do something after the, this is like, Shivani's got an announcement on the match. The oh, they switched Shivani! Holy fuck! All right. Awkward as hell, but they switched Shivani, of all people. All right, that's a nice hook. No pun intended. That got me. I'll say that. Awkward as hell, but Shivani's got some explaining to do on Saturday. Joe's bleeding and spitting and top of his head's cut open. This is going to be a lot of fun at Full Gear. I was thinking maybe they throw a stipulation at the end or something. I don't know. Hangman does have that school teacher look, though. Yeah, Hangman needed that. Yeah, like, Hangman needs a reason for people to give a shit about him. Pardon my French. And that helped. I will say that helped. Oh, good. They fixed the Xbox issue. All right, I was just worried about that. But no, go. This episode of Dynamite, like, we've needed these shows to start catering towards Full Gear, towards Blood and Guts. So we got a lot done. We got the actual Blood and Guts match officially announced for the men. It's going to be the Conglomeration versus the Death Riders. Darby's going to be joining the Conglomeration as part of it. The women's we haven't had announced yet, and I think they're going to probably change a little bit of strategy here because now that Marina Shafir is joining up with Megan Bain in the tournament, I don't know if they want to put Marina in the same spot Penelope was going to be in, or if they're going to bring somebody else in to cover that. Or they could just alter it somehow. I don't really know which way they're going to go here. So, but all in all, I have to say, pretty decent Dynamite tonight. The matches overall, the fact that Moxley once again loses. Yes, it was a double count out, but he still didn't win. Like, let's not let's not disguise anything. He did not win the match. So, yeah, leading everything all together here, like, it makes me interested for what's going to happen on Saturday. It's going to make me interested for what's going to happen next week. Because next week we got Statlander, who's probably going to get involved in the Monet. Athena versus who's on that side? It's Willow and Harley. That makes sense, yeah. We could possibly end up having Willow and Harley versus the Sisters of Sin, which I think might appease a lot of the people that are regulars at AEW here. As we're all talking about, we want the actual originals or the tag teams. We want, a lot of people want the AEW originals as part of it, so there's a possibility we could get three, if not four of the teams that could be original AEW contributors. So, but with that, we're going to wrap it up here for this part of the show. For those watching on Twitch, just hang on a sec. We're going to flip to a commercial break and then get into some IGM mode. For those watching on YouTube, thank you for stopping by here. Appreciate each and every one of you tonight. Next time we're going to be on live on YouTube is Saturday night with AEW Collision. Possibly a Game 7 for the Blue Jays and the Dodgers. Maybe Saturday night's main event. We'll see. But either way, folks, thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Make sure you give a subscribe if you haven't already. Tell all your friends. And we'll see y'all here next time on the Backbreaker Video YouTube channel. Take care, everybody.